Once upon a time, in the chilly expanse of Antarctica, there lived a curious little penguin named Percy. Percy was unlike any other penguin in his colony. While his peers were content with swimming, diving, and catching fish, Percy's imagination soared beyond the icy waters that surrounded them. He often found himself gazing at the distant horizon, wondering what lay beyond. One crisp morning, as Percy waddled along the rocky shore, he spotted a peculiar bird perched atop a nearby iceberg. It was a seagull, its white feathers gleaming in the sunlight. Percy had never seen a bird like this before, and he couldn't resist the urge to strike up a conversation. "Hello there," Percy called out. Waddling closer to the seagull turned its head, fixing its sharp gaze on Percy. "Well, hello, little penguin," it replied, its voice carrying a hint of amusement. "What brings you all the way out here?" Percy shuffled his feet nervously. "I've never seen a bird like you before. What are you doing in these parts?" The seagull chuckled. "I'm just passing through, on my way to warmer waters. My name is Sasha. By the way." "Pleased to meet you, Sasha. I'm Percy," the penguin said, puffing out his chest proudly. For the rest of the day, Percy and Sasha chatted away, exchanging stories about their respective homes and adventures. Percy was fascinated by Sasha's tales of soaring high above the clouds and swooping down to catch fish in the shimmering sea. Sasha, in turn, was captivated by Percy's descriptions of life in the icy wilderness, surrounded by snow-capped mountains and crystal-clear waters. As the sun began to dip below the horizon, casting a golden glow over the frozen landscape, Percy couldn't help but feel a pang of sadness. "I wish I could see the world beyond Antarctica," he mused, gazing out at the vast expanse of ocean stretching out before him. Sasha cocked her head to one side, considering Percy thoughtfully. "You know, Percy, there's no reason why you couldn't see the world beyond. All it takes is a little courage and determination." Percy blinked in surprise. "But how? Penguins are meant to stay here, aren't we?" Sasha shook her head. "Just because something is expected of you doesn't mean it's all you can be. You have wings, Percy. Even if they're not made for flying, there are other ways to explore the world." Percy pondered Sasha's words for a moment, a spark of excitement igniting within him. "You mean I could travel across the ocean? But it's so vast and treacherous." Sasha nodded. "It won't be easy, that's for sure. But nothing worth doing ever is. If you truly want to see the world beyond, you'll find a way to make it happen." Determined to follow his newfound dream, Percy bid farewell to Sasha and returned to his colony. He spent the following days and nights tirelessly planning his journey, gathering supplies, and practicing his swimming skills until he felt ready to face the open sea. Finally, the day of Percy's departure arrived. As he stood on the shore, surrounded by his curious fellow penguins, he felt a mixture of excitement and apprehension churning in his belly. But when he looked up at the vast expanse of sky stretching out above him, he knew that he was ready. With a final farewell to his friends and family, Percy took a deep breath and plunged into the icy waters. His heart pounded in his chest as he propelled himself forward, the chill of the ocean enveloping him in its embrace. But as he swam farther and farther from the safety of the shore, a sense of exhilaration washed over him. For days and nights, Percy journeyed across the endless ocean, facing fierce storms and towering waves with unwavering determination. There were moments when he felt like giving up, when the vastness of the sea seemed too daunting to conquer, but each time doubt crept into his mind. He thought of Sasha and her words of encouragement, and he found the strength to push forward. Finally, after what felt like an eternity, Percy spotted land on the horizon. With a burst of newfound energy, he propelled himself toward the shore, his heart racing with anticipation. And as he emerged from the water, dripping wet but triumphant, he knew that his journey was just beginning. From that day forward, Percy explored the world beyond Antarctica, traveling to far-off lands and meeting creatures of every shape and size. But no matter where his adventures took him, he never forgot the seagull who had inspired him to spread his wings and soar beyond the confines of his icy home. And as for Sasha, she continued on her own journey, her wings carrying her across the endless expanse of sky. But wherever she flew, she always kept a watchful eye on the little penguin who had dared to dream of something more, knowing that their unlikely friendship would endure forever. And so, dear reader, remember the tale of Percy the penguin and Sasha the seagull, and never be afraid to chase your dreams, no matter how impossible they may seem. For as long as there is courage in your heart and determination in your soul, anything is possible.